So we're looking at the survey or the random question functionality for students logging in. We saw a little bit earlier today about how when a student logs in, if the survey or the poll is triggered, as in the case of this student logging in, oops, of course you have to get the password correct. All right. There we go. The poll question comes up and we're able to do this. One thing we didn't talk about there that would be interesting, it's worth thinking about, there's two ways this can show up. One of which is that it actually shows up in the page and we can require that someone answer before moving on, or it can show up as a link, in which case it takes you outside of Hoya Job Central and takes you over here. The trade-off is that the link is a little bit easier to administer versus the poll showing up this way all nice and pretty, and I will go into the administrative side of this in just a moment. So here we go. Alright, so I'm now looking at this from the admin side, so logged in as Nicode, Career Services Admin, and here's the poll tab that works for this. So this is a little bit different from other places where we would create new records or do new things. Here we'll always keep the same record and we would just edit it. As we take a look at this, so I'd click on it, I would edit it, and here I can change the header that I want. Here I can change the text that is here, and this is what turns the page on and off. So if I don't want there to be a poll, the poll would be inactive. And if I want the poll to be on when a student logs in, it would be active here. This is also where we'll put the criteria about the class year that needs to be in here. We will add that probably on the screen. Now notice here there is a link to the poll. So when we were looking at the student view before and you clicked on the link that took you outside of Hoya Job Central, this is what we were clicking on. So that is the link that can be posted there. To make the survey show up in a nice and pretty way, it requires a little bit different piece of work. So follow me on that. So as an admin, I would go to Setup, and to the underside of things, I would click on Develop, and I would click on, where are my pages? And I would come to pages. So these are all the pages in the portal and everything else that admin has access to look at. And I come down to Student Poll, where I would click on Edit. And notice that right when we do that, there's a lot of things on this page. But if you scroll down a little bit, there is a place right here that says Add Poll Script Here. So typically when you go to a polling site or a survey site, it will create a set of Java text for you that you can then come in and take a look at, and that you can actually cut and paste. So you would be cutting that Java text from the website where you create this and pasting that into this place, and that is what would enable you to create the buttons. So there's some choices to be made here about how you want to administer this and how you want it to show up. This is the way that makes it nice and keeps it in, gives us more control over responses. And just having the link is easier to administer, but far less elegant from a student user perspective. All right, thanks.